What's up, Manna fam? I'm Nick. Welcome to Morning Manna, and this week we're looking at the 7 I am statements that Jesus makes in the book of John, and today we're going to look at the third and the fourth I am statement found in John chapter 10. But first, for context, let's read a couple of verses leading up. Jesus is talking to the Pharisees in John 10 chapter 1. This is what he says. He says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, he who does not enter the sheepfold by the door, but climbs in by another way, that man is a thief and a robber, but he who enters by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the gatekeeper opens. The sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he's brought them all out on his own, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. A stranger they will not follow, but they will flee from him, for they do not know the voice of strangers." So Jesus tells the Pharisees this, and they're not quite understanding the illustration he's trying to make. And so he clarifies in verse 7, "So Jesus said to them again, 'Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep.'" There's our third I am statement. I am the door of the sheep. "All who have come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. The thief only comes to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." So Jesus just told us that he's the door of the sheep. But he didn't stop there. The very next verse, he makes another I am statement. Let's continue reading. Verse 11, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He who is a hired hand and not a shepherd, who does not own the sheep, sees wolves coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolves snatch them up and it scatters them. He flees because he's a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. And I lay down my life for the sheep." So Jesus said, "I am the door of the sheep," and he said, "I am the good shepherd." Here's three things that we can learn about both of these statements. The first is this: Jesus, he's the only way into the kingdom. That's what he meant by "I am the door." See, despite humanity's best attempts, true salvation can only be received through Jesus. He is necessary and sufficient for salvation. The second thing that we learn is that Jesus is taking ownership of his people. And I don't know about you, that encourages me. See, he's not just a hired hand. He's not going to run away when danger threatens his sheep. This passage, it paints a beautiful picture of the heart of Jesus for us. We see protection and sacrifice and love and a strong bond, that intimate relationship between us and Jesus. The third thing that we learn through all of this is that Jesus is one with the Father. When Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd," it harkens back to Isaiah's prophecy. I'm thinking of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 11. He says, "He will tend his flock like a shepherd." And of course, you can't think of the good shepherd without thinking back to Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd." In fact, that's even where we get the name of God, Jehovah Rohi. Jesus, he's calling himself the Good Shepherd, and that's just another of many ways that he tips his hat to his own divine nature. Listen, Manna fam, be encouraged knowing that Jesus loves you personally. He cares for you deeply. He knows your needs better than you know your own needs, and he calls you his own. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.